peace. Lord, how I gave my parents fits. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Dad took me hunting when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe what told my cousin you better run. Last time with a tree. Son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Swear they'll get us here, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Went for a drive, blue lights lit up my brown eyes. I just tried to play cool.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Coming up, let's close out another great week of football with a Sunday night primetime matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. Only one spot remaining in Conference Championship Weekend. Let's see who claims it. We're underway in the Divisional round finale. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And that's the way to start this game. Give him 8 on that first offensive snap.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Williams off the play fake. And there's a catch for Luther Burden. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that'll be 1st down Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now here's Williams. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. First time this game they've looked to him. So 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throwing again on 2nd, Williams. Taking a chance to the end zone. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 6-0 lead right away. Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. He's stopped on the run back of the 27.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Pennick's going to throw straight away. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They strike for 23 yards. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response. right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Penix on first down. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. From the gun, it's Robinson. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
That's caught for the first. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Play action. Here's Penix. Sends this to the end zone. And he swats that deep shot away, but he better not celebrate just yet. Looks like his contact drew a flag. They may still get this yardage. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's first and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
That's what I call a go-for-broke call right there. Had that one saved up for a specific spot, and it fell just short of getting in the touchdown.
Trying again from the 2. It's second and goal. Robinson will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Now Penix on third and goal. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Now they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
Gonzalez on to attempt this field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Here's Duvernay on the return. He dodged the tackle. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First down, and they go right back to it. He cuts it back right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears get 6 more on their early advantage. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Devin Tompkins to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10. From the shotgun, Penix made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end, and that'll bring up second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Throwing for the pistol, Penix. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
That is tremendous defense. First and foremost, you've got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, boy, that is a huge win for the defense.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's Duvernay on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. He put everything he had into this one. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Quarterback of his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. Second and 10. Williams from the gun. It's taken in by Romadunze. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. On play action, Williams. Connects downfield, on target to Burton. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a 29-yard gain. And it'll be first down Bears.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Swift gets it on the option. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He's got it near the 8. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
That'll do it for 1/4 of this NFC Divisional Round matchup. It's an early lead for the Bears. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Welcome back. 2nd quarter about to start. Bears with a chance for at least 3, possibly 6. Williams with a quick pass out wide. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears hold an 11-point advantage. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears push the lead up to 12. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Tompkins now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. He gets this out quickly to London. And there's a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Penix here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. He pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing, and getting the ball on time and on rhythm. But these outcuts, it is so imperative. And the best of them make it look oh so easy.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Pass complete to Robinson. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. We paused here to deal with an injured player, and this is a significant one. That's Bijan Robinson getting looked at after that play. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Penix is going to throw again. Gets this one to Tyler Algier. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it pay.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Firing quickly is Penix. Complete. And he stopped cold at the spot. We'll keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
And again, it's Penix. Going deep here for the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up 2nd down.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. They got a man open to beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. It's Penix yet again. Rolling left, buying some time. He takes it. Oh, Penix lost it. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble they just forced.
They do, got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time.
Into a crowd, and intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Bears get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
The best defenses, you go look at it through the decades, are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in. 2nd and inches. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he's not going to get there. The defense attacked to deny the marker, and now a chance to stand here with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so it's going to be 4th and short.
Results.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. On fourth down, it's Williams. Has his man caught by Odunze. He gets loose down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Odunze touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears go up by 19.
Falcons 9. To kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Man in motion, out of the slot. On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Tyreek Stevenson has it. And the Bears get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. They've helped them get this early lead, Brock, and they are just continuing to do their part to try to push this game further out of reach.
Yep, stepping on the gas. That's twice in a row now. Interceptions the last 2 drives. Now this offense has an opportunity to continue to build the momentum and build on this lead.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down. Here's Swift. Bringing their full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Could lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here's Williams. This is Loveland working the right side. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
And the Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Williams on the play action. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears parlay the interception into points. It's a Odunze touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
Number receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears grow their lead yet again. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Tompkins now to return. And he's brought down quickly right inside his own 10.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Penix. Penix on the crosser. And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs, too.
And the Falcons, first down. A gain of 15. First down.
Penix out first down. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. From the shotgun, Penix. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Again, Penix to the air. Gets this one to London. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down.
Penix looking to pass. Flush down out to his left. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that is good enough for Atlanta. 1st down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Putting the tight end in motion. Throwing now on 1st down. Penix. Forced out to his right. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Throwing from the gun. Built up this one up. Now Algier, and it pops free. But it looked like the Falcons swooped in and got to that football. Yes, they recovered. They're keeping possession. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So they managed to keep possession. They've got 3rd and short now. Working from the gun. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Tremaine Edmonds has it. And the Bears get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Finds a seam, left side. He's off to the races. 30 into the red zone. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears get 4 points to end a lopsided first half. Oh, man, once that became a foot race, you could have gone ahead and just said goodbye because you were not stopping that play.
He gone. I mean, he's long gone. Out with a full field ahead and one of the longest runs of his career right in front of him. The way he broke that, the only fitting place was the end zone.
Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears continue piling onto this lead.
Falcons 9. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Tompkins now to return. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there, and that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Kevin Byard there to bring him down. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. He's back to throw. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch. But then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. That delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's third and even longer now. Final throw before the break. Bails out of the pocket, and he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
She didn't get in the club, I mean she working. And then I like to see the females working. Taking up, bougie. ATL shouted on disrespect here. I put a pop your thing like this. Cause she ain't winning this VI. Little John and the East Side boys with me. And we all like to see Chico.
Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
And let me see you get low if you want this good. Now take it to the floor.
Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. Tompkins now to return. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Falcons take over first and 10. Their own 28-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Beginning on the ground with Algier. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Penix now on first down. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Penix here from the gun. Going all the way to the end zone here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And things look tougher now with third and long.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's third and even longer now. Putting a receiver in motion. Third and long for him here. He's looking deep once again. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Well, third and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
It's his running back. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Penix is going to throw again. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Gonzalez connects on the point after. And the Falcons still trail by a lot. It's a 26-point differential.
16.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Here's Duvernay on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. Now it's Manunga. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. Guy with it. Looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Williams to throw on third. That's Cox. This is Loveland. And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
All right with Manunga. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. In on the tackle, the first rounder out of Georgia, Jalen Walker.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They go with Manunga here. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. So 20 yards on that play. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To the ground, it's Manunga. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Jalen Walker firing over to take him down. After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. They give it to him again. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Johnson up the middle. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
It's Johnson on second down. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a first and goal.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
7-yard line.
They'll run with Johnson. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5.
Ball carrier.
It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be second and goal.
Pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
They'll try Johnson again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a gain of 2, and now they have third and goal at the 3.
2-yard pickup. Brings up third and goal.
Mananga. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bears lengthen the lead at the end of the third. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to fourth and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on third and goal.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears continue adding on to that lead.
16.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Tompkins now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. This our last play of the quarter. On first down, here's Penix. Cut down the field, it's Pitts. And he gets this down near the 30. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. The Falcons have the football playing for their season here. They're trailing. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. On first down, here's Penix. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
That's cut at the 4. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up first and goal. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
And the Falcons first down. First and goal, Atlanta.
On the red zone now. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons making the scoreboard look a touch better. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
And again, it's Penix. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call. And remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail and it would just ring and ring and ring? It's still ringing. Fall short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board?
First down from the 42. Here's the lone back on the handoff. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Back to the well again. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be first down, Bears.
First down. First and 10.
Keeps it on the option here. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards, too.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd one after back-to-back negative losses.
And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and more importantly, to stop it. Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Starting from the 5.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. To the air with Penix. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Penix now to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
13 yards on the play. And the Falcons.
It's Penix yet again. Taking a chance to the end zone. And he makes the catch for the tip drill. Touchdown! The Falcons putting up points in a game decided. Drake London with a touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in, so leave that score as is.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock it behind the sticks. Job well done there.
They couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. Third down.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. He'll call his own number. This is not going to get it done on 3rd down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss. We've got whistles and a timeout call by the defense. 2:07 left to play. On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He has it at the 22. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. And they'll bring him down, but some nice damage done on that return. Falcons hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Penix on 1st down. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30.
It's a gain of 28 yards. And the Falcons first down.
From the shotgun, Penix. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Bears, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, it'll put that opponent